Today I'm ranking all 33 evolutions. If you don't agree with me, then shush. In 33rd place, we got the Goblin Drill. Why is this so? Cause I said so. Yep, I'm being a dictator. Well, all it has is having 3 Goblin Drills that has 1/3 health of a normal drill and all 3 making up to a 1 full HP drill. The problem is that it is too easy to defend, making it useless to even use, with the potential of unlocking the King Tower. All the professionals are using Drill to not win, not because of the evolutions, but because Drill is broken in the first place. In 32nd place, we got the Wizard, where it has a shield, which makes it annoying where it pushes back the troops and kills the swarms at the same time. However, spending 5 elixir on this guy, who has a terrible hairstyle, is not really worth it. In 31st, we got the wall breakers. Trust me, they got better much over time. It got faster and it's pretty great where there's technically 4 bomb machines, but there isn't that much of a difference from the normal wall breakers, making it still easy to defend overall. 30th is the Roller Giant. I generally don't get the use of it that much. I know that it pushes back the enemies and kill the ground swarms, however, unlike the Wizard, it doesn't kill the air troop swarms. Same as the Goblin Drill, pros don't win due to the evolution, but the card itself is great overall. In 29th, we got the Lumberjack evolution. It was once broken where it can easily 3-crown quickly. However, after the nerf, its usage rate is now down to 2%. Why? Because its ghosts don't respawn. If your rage get placed, it still doesn't get a significant amount of damage to both tower and troops, but not worth it for elixir. In 28th, we got the Barbarians. Its Evo is pretty useless where it's basically a rage Barbarians. Like, why do we need that? Additionally, it costs 5 elixir, and there are far more options to choose that is better than this. There's mini Pekka, there's even a better counter push like Knight, Valkyrie, and the list go further. 27 is the Hunter. This card was great at first, but as time went on, players forgot that this card even exists, with having the same reason of other cards providing a better counter push than this. At least, it does have an ability to trap any air or ground troops and makes them do nothing. 26th, we got the Evolution Mega Knight. I know the mid-ladder viewers will hate me, but this isn't that much of a difference from a normal one to an Evolution Mega Knight. The only reason why I placed this high was because sometimes it does have some uses, but it is called broken in the mid-ladder. All it does is launching a troop up in the air to get a second jump smash, sometimes not guaranteeing it. 25th is the Goblin Brawler. It pulls in enemies to its clubhouse and starts beating the heck out of the troop. Pretty useful sometimes, just don't get near it, that's all. 24th is the Archers, and they're pretty useful, but there aren't that much decks that uses Archers. It does shoot pink magical arrows to the troops within longer range and helps on defenses pretty well as well. In 23rd, we got the new Inferno Dragon. Yes, I know it sucks, which is why it's down here. We know that it doesn't stop charging up its multiplier, but still gets destroyed facing the E-Wiz. 22nd is the Witch. If I filmed this 2 weeks earlier, then I would have placed this at S tier or an A tier, but after the nerf, it fell down, and I found not much of a use of her. It does get an HP from the dead skeletons, but now its ability is useless due to being 5 elixir on top of it. 21st is the Electro Dragon. It also used to be broken, but I still find a use of it. Just not as before. If you place only one troop, it is useless, but if you place multiple troops, then it creates a chain of static electricity. Please explain this logic, Supercell. 20th, we got the Goblin Giant. It has the usage of acting like a tanking troop, and it gets better as its HP bar gets past the half, where it starts creating goblins, creating an ultimate assassin machine. 19th is the Battle Ram. It pushes everything on its way, but if it gets zapped, then it turns into a cute little baby. Useless, but annoying. If it's used on double lane pressure at double or triple elixir. 18 is the Pekka. Pekka has recently got a little buff, where it gets more HP from killing a troop. However, there isn't that much of a fancy effect that is going on, so it belongs here. If it showed what it's under its mask, then it would have been an S tier. 17th, we got the Tesla. Yep, it is better than Pekka. And it brings a circular shockwave every time it pops. Pretty great for swarms and lava hound decks, but due to the nerf, its usage cannot be noticeable that much. It's used to send another shockwave after it died, which seems nothing at first, but it is a game changer. 16 is the Goblin Barrel. It sends 2 Goblin Barrel to each side where one is real and one is a gimmick, one tappable robot. Before the nerf, it made the opponent guard both of the Goblin Barrel, but Supercell thought it was too broken and as always nerfed the evolution, making it easy to distinguish the real one and the fake one. Thanks Supercell. In 15th, we got the Bomber. It used to have 3 bumps and being 1 cycle, now it is 2 bumps and 2 cycle. I mean 2 elixir card that was 1 cycle evolution was crazy. It literally controlled the meta for one specific time. 14 is the Musketeer which shoots 3 bullets in any range but requiring it to be a straight line. Pretty broken where it surprised the opponent, killing their range or any annoying troop without wasting a spell. 13 is the Bats. Bats are pretty solid where it gets an extra health by hitting something, acting like a vampire. However, if killed before the hits, then it gets erased by the zap or any projectile in an instant. 12th is the Royal Recruits. The card itself is already an annoying card, but if you remove their shield, then they get more annoying. Cause why? They get to charge like a prince and deals a huge amount of damage. In 11th, we got the Mortar. It changed the normal Mortar to be really fast and it shoots goblins. It resets if zapped, so there's that one downside, but it really is a game changer as it connects to the tower. 10th is the Executioner, where it pushes back troops and dealing splash damage as always. However, it isn't that much of a change from the normal one. 9th place is the Knight. It acts as a tanking troop, and other than that, there isn't that much of a difference. But there is still a game changer for a 3 elixir card acting like a 5 to 6 elixir card. 8th place is the Zap, where it gets to zap twice. It used to be broken where it could kill the Mother Witch and the Skeleton Dragons due to having a zap 3 times instead of 2. However, even after the nerf, it is still viable, but not to the point that in that extent. In 7th place, we got the Evolution Firecracker, where it suddenly popped off after the Evolution Witch nerf, replacing the Witch over the Firecracker. It has the ability to splash sparkles after it is shot. 6th is the Snowball, where it gathers every troop into one place, pathing every win condition to victory. It is a very great card while using it with Expo and Mortar, helping it target the tower instead of the troops. 5th is the Valkyrie, where it can fully counter any ground troop winning condition, such as the Hog, where it never gets to touch the tower. 4th place is the Skeletons, where it can fully counter a Mega Knight and a Pekka in an instant. It used to be more broken, but they nerfed it from 4 skeletons to 3. However, it is still insane. 3rd place is the Dark Goblin, where it has 3 stages of poison. It can fully counter almost any troops, making it an ultimate defense if the opponent doesn't have its spell to counter it. Honestly, this does deserve a nerf, so Supercell, if you're listening to this, then please nerf this. Not to the point that it is unusable though. 2nd is the Cannon, where it shoots projectiles where it is placed, having a possibility of removing a swarm card without using any spells. Lastly, 1st place goes to the Ice Spirit. It not only is a 1 elixir card, but it freezes a troop and a troop nearby within the radius, making it a must-use card for a fast cycle user. It changed the win rate for a fast cycle user to beat a beatdown deck. Also, I think YouTube recommended this video for you. Let's see if they're right this time.